Welcome, family, to Real-Relationships Wednesdays, our new segment. Y'all know I'm Coach Coco, and this is King Tut. And we're going to break down a few little relationship tips and give y'all some advice. If y'all have questions, make sure y'all put them in the comments. And set it off, King.
Well, basically, we created this forum because we felt that there are a lot of people, who have relationships that are up and down, up and down, up and down, and that's a normal thing. But when a relationship becomes detrimental, when you begin to use words that not only offend but leave wounds, psychological, and when you no longer consider your partner someone that you don't want to harm or hurt or disrespect, that's where the problem come in. So what we decided to do is figure out how to show our audience the difference between relationships and real relations or real relationships. So one of the things that I do know is in a relationship, when someone has a partner, it's very important that the person with the partner have an understanding of who he is or she is. You know, everybody want to be loved and everybody want love. But giving love is really, really hard to do when you really don't love who you are. So what we're trying to do is enlighten and help people understand that it's almost impossible for you to love someone without loving yourself.
Mm.
You know, self-love means self-value and self-worth. And many people have the tendency to think that love is just allowing the person in your life to do anything they want to do to you because
Mm.
you love them. That love is tolerance. That love is being able to take more disrespect than anybody else that was ever in their life. And unfortunately, many of us guys, we measure love by that. That the woman who could go through the most, or the woman who could tolerate the degrading remarks, the disrespect, the physical abuse, you know, the immoral behavior, is the woman that truly loves us. But in reality, most people who allow other people to take advantage of them are people that have low self-esteem,
Mm.
who don't value themselves in the manner that they should. You know, people usually that have been injured in the past and never ever got an opportunity to have that pain healed or fixed. And those broken people allow other people to take advantage of them. So we here to help heal and help fix the broken. So it's all about self-love first, self-worth first. Because you can't love somebody without loving yourself. Love is
Absolutely.
an action word. And love is a it's an action. You know, you gotta do it. You gotta be in it. And you gotta understand that being in it doesn't mean that you get the most, that you dominate, that you become a dictator, or you the superior. Love is reciprocating. It's respecting your partner and respecting your partnership, making others respect your partner and your partnership.
Okay. It's a balance.
It's a balance.
Sodomite say it's a balance.
That's right. It's a balance. That's right.
I always say that of give and take.
That's right.
You know what I mean? Because sometimes when you are in love with a person, and I love how you broke that down, that you have to have self love first, right?
Yes.
And I always felt in my situation that I love myself first, so I don't take no bull crap,
That's
right?
right.
And as much as I adore you and I love you, and the
Thank you.
world knows, I don't take no bull crap.
At all.
And as women, as ladies, I'm speaking to the ladies, you have to draw the line sometimes of what you're going to tolerate. And it doesn't mean being argumentative or being physical, no, or being disrespectful. It means communication. It means expressing to your partner how they make you feel. If you feel disrespected, if you feel put down, if you feel lonely, you know what I mean? Because you could be in a relationship with a person and you feel disconnected from them.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And you could be in a relationship with a person for over 20 years and feel like that. Then it's time to reset that relationship.
Absolutely.
You know, I always say to my clients, fight for your relationship. I'm a big believer in that.
Asia
English
English.
has a
I have a
question.
question. Okay.
Type the question in, and the king will answer it, darling. And I'm gonna wrap this up because I want the questions to come. I want you guys to put your questions in. Communication
Communication
build.
builds better connections. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Satamari.
Yeah.
Toke. Toke.
Yeah, Tasadamani Toke. I hope we're not butchering your name. I love that name. But I don't forgot what I was saying. I went on to, once I get interrupted, we want the questions. Put the questions in. But the bottom line is just piggybacking on what my husband was saying is that ladies have self-respect in these relationships, but also teach your partner how to respect you, because sometimes men don't know what you want or what you're looking for. But if you allow them to treat you any kind of way, then that's what they're going to do. But if you communicate respectfully and just have these heart-to-heart conversations, because that's what we have to do, have heart-to-heart conversations, trust me, it'll get better.
That's right. Andre Prince. It's a constant process.
I don't know why that is disappearing. Oh, this ain't good if it's going to disappear like that now.
Respect. Yeah, it's not.
That, that's not good. Wait. Tut and Mac Mama, strongest couple on these YouTube streets. Mad love for y'all. Aw.
Thank you
Harlem
very
World
much.
King, thank you. Some messages such as potential spam. Okay, that's just telling us
Okay.
about the messenger. So you're going to have to speed read.
All right.
Make the comments short, guys, because for some reason they're not showing all the words and it's going by quick. But I seen the lady Asia. I think that was a lady. Okay, Freeman
Yo,
Network.
thank you, Freeman.
Thanks for the love, baby.
Thank you
Peace,
for the
love,
love.
y'all. We love you too, Friedman. Yeah, so when y'all put the type the questions and kind of break them up, because we're gonna have to read them quickly. Okay, do you think relationships thrive more when both partners already love themselves, or can self-love be developed within the relationship?
I think that a relationship thrive more when both partners love themselves. But I also believe in evolution. And I believe that a partnership, because sometimes one partner is mature in the relationship and the other one is ignorant or immature or just not ready at that time. And it's up to the partner who is mature to be willing to take out the time and give that energy and effort, because I'm not going to tell anybody to stop their life for somebody that they feel is going to potentially destroy them. But I would say that if you see potential in another human being and you feel that that person has your best interest at heart, and you see that they're working with you and they striving, I would say give that person a chance.
Yeah. And you know what? I just came up with an idea. I'm gonna start snapping the comments
Oh,
where they
okay.
are, and
All
then we
right.
can read them off my phone.
Oh, okay. That's beautiful.
Yeah, because somebody says something. I agree with Mr. Bass.
Hey, what's up, Mr. Bash? How
Hey,
you
Mr.
feeling?
Mr.
What's up?
Bass.
Everything good? Thank you for coming on.
Yes. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do, guys. I'm gonna snap y'all comments and then we can read them over here because they whizzing by.
We in the building.
We in the
Bad.
building.
Miss your badge. Hey, I have the flu. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, I'm
Sorry to
so
hear that.
sorry.
Take some garlic, onions, honey, and a concoction. Put it in a jar and drink, eat it, and that's gonna make you feel tons better. And also granulated vitamin C. You go order that from Amazon. The vitamin C powder and also lemon. Bezo commented, "Fists up. Y'all are so inspiring. Thank you, Freedmen's Network."
Thank you so
That's
much.
what we want to be. We want to be inspiring. We want to give y'all. This is a new niche on YouTube. Like let's do
Also, Kanye,
2025. Cayenne
cayenne,
pepper.
cayenne pepper.
2025, no bad vibes. You gotta
Look,
get
hot
that
water,
flu.
lemon, and honey.
You gotta get that flu shot or pill or oranges and boil it and breathe over the pot. Oh, and peel. I don't agree with the flu shot. That's just my opinion. I don't agree with
Salute, fam.
any
Uptown.
vaccines. You could do it all naturally.
Oh, Mr. Bass said she had the flu shot.
Okay. James said, King Tut, I remember from Newark, New Jersey. Good to see my friend. Okay.
No question.
That's an actual question about this. Okay. Caught a question. It's, of course, it's blurry.
But I seen it.
What does it say,
It
babe?
said, I seen part of it. It said if one partner has self love,
Uh-huh.
and I believe if the other one doesn't,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be honest. Self love, if a person have it, it's a foundation thing.
Mm-hmm. Right. Where the fuck is it? Oh, there we go. Whew. Caught that
You
one.
got it?
Yep, caught it. Partnering with someone that understands you, like y'all both from BK and y'all get each other. Now, if a person gets with someone from another area, state, country, or coast, communications can be due. Is he trying to say that it's
Maybe doing.
harder?
Yeah. I believe that
All right, let's get all
I
that.
believe that when people have something in common, a lot of times it gives them something to communicate about.
Mm-hmm.
It helped them, develop like a familiarity with each other. And it made them feel comfortable because they both came from similar zones, understand, different topographies and people and things of that nature. So there's a familiarity. So yeah. And when you're dealing with somebody from somewhere else, it could be challenging. And that's where love come in. Because, you know, sometimes in life, if somebody is worth the while, you might want to stick in with them because that person that might not have so much in common with you today could have so much with you in common with you 2, 3 years or 5 years down the line. Y'all mess around and become atomic twins.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Okay. Now, I got 3 questions.
we got 3 questions, y'all.
All right. If one partner lacks self love but is willing to grow, what are the most effective ways that the other partner can support them without sacrificing their own balance? And that came from Simone.
All right, Simone. It's going to be a sacrifice no matter what you do. But sacrificing your own balance, to be honest, I think the best way you could do it is knowing that the other individual in the relationship is willing. They have to be willing and they have to be committed. One of the worst things that a person could do is continuously try to work with somebody who's not working with you. You have to make sure that the person understands what a balanced relationship is, that the person desires to be involved in a balanced relationship, and that the person is willing to put in the work and effort and time and energy to develop that relationship so that the relationship, so that y'all can mirror each other. And if a person is not willing to do that, you could be wasting your time,
Mm-hmm.
your resources, depleting yourself on an emotional level. It's serious. A relationship is a very serious thing. And one of the terrible things about relationships sometimes is that people just don't want to be lonely. A
So
lot.
they accept
Yeah,
anything.
they'll accept, they'll tolerate, they'll put up with a
Mm.
lot of things that they wouldn't, just because they don't want to be lonely. And I think that when we start working on ourselves to the degree that even if we have to be lonely for a minute, as long as we're healthy, we'll never truly be lonely, you know?
Now let me tell you this one. Asia English said, "What qualities should a woman look for in a man when she has been considered too independent with no tolerance for nonsense?"
You want a man who has patience, a man who isn't explosive, a man who doesn't has a history of physical abuse with women, and a man that respect women. You know, those are some of the qualities and characteristics that I would think would be necessary to,
Yeah.
yeah.
And you don't want a man that has too much trauma. And when I say that, it's like sometimes we feel as women that we can heal everybody. But if you can't get that person to go and seek some type of treatment and it falls all on you, then you start becoming his mother, his therapist, his physical therapist, his all time, his doctor. And then you forget, or not even forget, but there's no room to be the lover. You know what I mean? So sometimes you're taking on a little bit too much, ladies,
Right.
you know, or men, because women have a lot of trauma too. Peace and love to Tut and Mac. I remember you from
He
Cyprus.
used to hang out with my brother Teron. Yo,
Okay.
peace and love.
All right. Now look, I called that Bad World said, I called that living and learning. You better have could teach you something that you never know. I learn every day with my wife. Okay.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Big Bama.
Let me see. It's another question. A person is it okay? Asia English said a person that isn't invested in healing past traumas or even being comfortable at looking into why the problems present or the issue and getting to the root cause of them. I basically said like sometimes if they're too traumatized, it's kind of like harder and it's I don't want to say a lost cause, but if you starting fresh with somebody, then that's taking on a lot. You understand what I'm saying? What you think?
I want to say this. Most guys that go to prison are traumatized, you know, and it depends on the level of trauma. Because, like, say for instance, I could be a guy who have trauma, and I can move around in a manner that make you uncomfortable, or I might feel uncomfortable under certain circumstances or situations. But even though I have the trauma and I don't want to talk about it because something might have happened to me that has me in a box that I can't break out of. But it's a silent trauma. It's something that I'm dealing with myself. I don't impose upon you. I don't disrespect you. I know how to cooperate with you and I could be respectful. So if it's a person whose trauma is present, but it doesn't affect you, unfortunately, they don't want to share it with you because God knows what somebody went through. And sometimes, like most men, to tell somebody about their trauma is like living it over again
Mm.
because we're taught that for something to traumatize us, it make us soft. You know, it make us vulnerable. It make us victims. We don't like being victims. So if you could figure out a way to get them, you know, to knock that wall down or get out of that box, but a lot of times, I'm not gonna lie, you'll find guys that did go through trauma, or women that went through trauma, that are really some great people. They just got that block in front of them. And you know, that's where professional help come in, spiritual help come in, you know, being empathetic towards them come in. You know, you and most people, once you develop a good trust and you know your mate really, really well, eventually they'll come around.
Okay, here's Pat Big Bomber Elston said, Touch, share with us how you deal with Queen being such a strong woman? That's a good one.
I was raised in a house with a strong woman, my mother. Extremely strong, powerful woman. So, Queen, don't get me wrong, me and Queen, we have our differences. We have our arguments. But one of the things me and Queen do is whenever we step on each other's toes or we don't see eye to eye with a situation, we take it to the table. We're not afraid to communicate with one another. We're not afraid to say what we feel. We're not afraid to draw a line and say, listen, this right here, don't cross that line, you know? So that's, I respect Queen too. So me having, the highest level of respect for Queen, I look at Queen as her own independent woman. You know, I know, Queen, she understands life. And, she's been through some things in life. And her experiences is what helped make her who she is. So when I deal with my Queen, I'm grateful for everything that she's been through. And anything that she's been through that she need my help with getting over, I'm there for her. And she's there for me. So I deal with Queen with nothing but love, you know? And she's worth the sacrifice. And she's worth the patience. And she's worth the time.
And we're not scared to say sorry.
Yeah, we're
We
not.
don't have big egos with each other.
No.
Sometimes in relationships, the egos get in the way.
Yes, it do.
And we don't have big egos because I'm not afraid to, when I'm wrong or if I'm going too far, I step out of line. I'm very apologetic and I know why I did it or what went wrong, and we sit down and I discuss it, and he's patient with me because I don't feel like I'm a lot, or I think maybe people perceive me like that on this internet. But to be honest with you guys, I'm very submissive, especially in my relationship with the king, because I love him so much and I don't want him to be mad at me, and I always want him to be happy. And so I go out of my way to just to please him. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. If you really love your mate and your partner, go out your way to please him. Simple as that. Thank you, Timmy Diamonds.
Thank you, Timmy Diamonds.
Friedman's Network Babe said, my lady has lost both her parents in the past year and a half. And it's a lot. She needs help, but she won't do it. I try my best.
Hey, yo, that's a heavy loss. She lost both parents. Bro, listen, you might have to go to therapy so that you could figure out ways to help her through her trauma. And I'm not gonna lie, when it comes to things like parents and children and, you know, even pets, yo, when people lose something that they love and they value and they wake up every day looking forward to knowing that it's there, it's heavy. Bro, I'm gonna keep you in my prayers. I'm gonna pray for your wife. And what me and my queen will do though, we'll try to see if we can find um some other information that will be able to help you, man.
Well, I also want to say to him that I'm also a grief coach, and I deal with people that lose loved ones all the time. So make sure you check out coachcococares.com and try to get her a session. I'll give you a free session on us. The first one's free on me. And bring your wife in it and we could do a grief session. Also, guys, if y'all want to do more intensive therapy and coaching sessions with us, I added my husband on my site, Coach Coco Cares, and we gave a great deal for a 4-session segment deal. And you guys could book on coachcococares.com. All right. I have a moderator too. Shout out to my moderator, Simone, because he's in the chat sending me the texts.
Okay,
Thank you
beautiful.
so much, Simone. I couldn't do this without you tonight. Okay, so he said, let's see. This is just people just saying, do you, babe, podcast, love it, respect each other, communicate with love. You guys should take a screenshot because y'all look so cute. Aw.
Thank
Thank
you.
you guys. Um, oh no, the typo. You do you, babe. Podcast lover, respect each other, communicate with love. Bad World said for men get traumatized if your woman really love you. So sit down and talk to you, vice versa, and learn. Okay, yep, that's true because men get traumatized too.
Yes.
Um, Somebody said music. What's up, Tut? Gerald Kingsley Music said,
Hey,
"What's
what's
up,
up, Joe?
King of Blocks? The mental connection is definitely first.
That's
Absolutely,
right.
yes. Pat Big Bama Elston, damn Tuck Queenie and Queenie. I'm late. My bad. You here? You made it. You can
That's
never be
right.
late. Okay, I would love to see you guys on the math show. No, love to see us on our own show. Let's grow this show. And you just see us here. What's the difference with being over there? You see us right here. So babe, I think you're doing amazing. I love your advice that you're giving everybody. Look, somebody said, ha ha, facts. I love the advice that you're giving everybody, and I think that it's needed because you taught me a lot since being with you, and I love the way you handle me. So
Okay.
if I could add anything else, I would say to the gentleman, treat your lady with kid gloves. Even if she is bossy, if you think she's tough, trust me, we ladies, we hold a lot and we hold a lot in sometimes, but we are very emotional. When me and this man go through our stuff, I can't stop crying. And I'm not a crybaby. But I love him so much, and sometimes I feel so mad at myself because I'm showing weakness and I'm showing my vulnerability. But guess what? When I show that vulnerability, that's when he gets it. And he really starts seeing me and saying, you know what? I don't want to see my woman cry. I don't want to make her cry, because this guy is a tough guy. You know what I mean? And he doesn't play games. That's why it's so, we laugh at the fact that y'all think I'm running him. He doesn't play games, okay? And he can say some things that hurt me, you know what I mean? And it's just in a moment of anger, and he's always apologetic after, and we always talk about it, but the words linger around. Sometimes I tell people that words affect you more than physical violence, okay? Because you keep thinking about it and it traumatizes you. That's a nice, juicy, long one. I hope you got that, Simone. Yep, he just sent me one. Okay. All right, read this one carefully first. James Pugh. Tut, I'm married, but her son has sticky fingers towards her. Not me. He knows better. I'll be back in prison. I'm thinking about leaving her. Hmm.
Sticky fingers.
I guess he's stealing from his mom.
Hey, bro. I guess you're gonna have to figure out a way to make sure anything of value that could be taken is hidden, and you're gonna have to try to work it from there. But you know that connection with mom and sons, it's a very, very, very strong bond. And sometimes parents have the tendency to take responsibility, accountability for things that someone else should take responsibility, accountability for. So,
And why would you want to leave her? Is it because you don't want to put your hands on him and you thinking that if you stay in that type of environment, watching someone you love get abused like that, that it's going to send you back to jail? Or because I don't understand why would you want to leave her behind that, and unless it's that you just feel like it would be risky for you. You can put that in there. Um, Vincent Ross said, Peace, Tut. Any dating advice for a friend who has a mental health diagnosis, living on a fixed income, trying to find a good woman? Thank you, King and Queen.
you know what? The best advice I could give you with a matter of that nature is to go places with our people who are open hearted, um, friendly, social places. I don't know what your your faith is, or faith-based places. Um, you know,
Would you say the internet, like with those dating sites?
I've never been on the internet and really don't know about it. But if they do have a site
Mm-hmm.
that, you know, is giving, helping people come together and matching, really, matching people who
And be
are,
honest,
yeah,
when you go
compatible.
on any of those sites, those dating sites, do not catfish. Worst thing you can do. Be honest. Really say, like, whatever your disability is, and just be totally honest. Share, be vulnerable, because you'll find a match. I mean, I used to be totally against internet dating, but my family members have done it and been so successful and really still in relationships. So I see that that's the new thing to do. Like, you gotta, go with the times. People, it's hard to find people in clubs and, concerts or the bars or whatever. I guess they don't do that anymore. It's more about social networking. And look how we're on social networking, and we have, the attention of the world. So this is how people meet people these days. So if you go on the sites, the best thing I could tell you is do not catfish anybody. Just be honest, and you'll find somebody that'll love you for you. I'm sure you will. Okay.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome. Okay. Peace talk. Oh, that's the dating advice. The follow up for James Pugh, that has the girlfriend with the sticky, well, the wife with the son with the sticky fingers,
Okay.
is that he's 35 years old.
Oh, okay. The
Yeah.
son is 35 years old.
Yeah, I think he is 35 years. I would say the son is 35 years old. You want to work on the wait. Online dating
Online
helps
dating.
people with low self esteem and anxiety. It definitely helps people. Okay. All right. Yep. Don't go on the dating site. Go to church. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
You can
that.
meet a person personally.
Mm-hmm. Rock said, Rock 718 said, this is true, but never stop moving forward. Help anyone you can. You can. You can't help everyone at one time. Mark Jones said, peace and love from Hempstead, Long Island. RUFBA. What's FBA?
I'm not sure.
Okay, you'd have to break down what FBA is for him to answer that. Um, Michael Connor said, Tut, this is Mitch's son. We talked about you making it home to see your mother or brother. Wasn't that lucky? We lost our mother and father and grandma from 1250 Sutter. I know and love Miss Johnson, Tut.
Yo, one love, Mitch. How you feeling, my brother?
Don't go on a date. It's like go to church. Okay, we got that. Bless, he said, yes, the more you work on yourself with mental imbalance, every day a woman will come to you and heal you. Okay. But I wouldn't say put too much emphasis on another person healing you, especially in a relationship. I would say if you really need to work on mental health issues, then you need to seek a mental health therapist or life coach or somebody that's in that field, because you don't want to put too much on someone that you're trying to build a relationship with, because sometimes that becomes awkward because that person is not signing up to become your therapist. After about 5 or 6 years in a relationship, that automatically happens. You're kind of grandfathered into those responsibilities as a spouse. But in the beginning, that might be a turnoff. Okay, so keep that separate.
That's right.
Do you agree, darling?
I agree with you.
Okay. All right, now we got to catch them on here because they're not coming in. Okay, wait, what's this one? Is it possible for someone like me to be in a relationship with a person that isn't invested in healing past traumas or even being comfortable at looking into why the problems present, or the issues getting into the root cause of them? This is from Asia. So someone like her, she was the independent, strong woman.
Right. I'm gonna tell you something. One of the things I've learned about strong women, they make men who consider themselves strong nervous.
Mm,
A man can't consider himself strong if he's up against a strong woman. You got to be a strong man. But you got to understand what strength is. Don't use muscle.
mm,
That right there is going to be a turn off. Don't use any form of brutality. Don't use manhood, or masculinity. to play a dominant role. You know, the key is just being a man, being a good man, and being a good man in this day and time isn't that easy because everybody like the bad guys. And when I say the bad guys, people think that the guy who does outlandish things and say disrespectful stuff is cute. But one of the things, like my wife said earlier, you can leave an indelible scar on someone. We as men have to be careful about the things we say because,
Mm-hmm.
like, she's a strong, strong, strong woman. So someone could say something to her, and she'll be like that. She don't even hear it. But I could say the same exact thing and cripple my relationship with her, make her stop trusting me, cause her to see me in a negative light. So it's very, very important that we understand that when we're dealing with strong, we got to define what strong is in a milder way. Me and my wife, we was looking at the word sublimate. And the word sublimate is a word that's used to take something from its 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 primal form or something from like a harsh form and break it down so that it could be beautiful or so that it could be acceptable. And that's what us guys have to start doing. We often feel that when we come into a relationship, we coming in to lay down law. We coming in to change the rules. We coming in to take names and step on toes. You can't do that in a relationship. In a relationship, you come in to serve. And a lot of times we have to understand that it's being kind, it's being respectful, it's being generous. Those are the things that make your mate kind, respectful, and generous. You chose that person for a reason. And sometimes we choose people for the wrong reason. But as time go on, we realize that we got the right person. But you got to be the right person to receive the right things from the person that you believe is the right person. And like I said, we don't want you to have somebody that you can master and just take advantage of. Real relationships like mirroring each other, like reflecting each other. You know, I love my wife because she's a reflection of myself. And when I say reflection of myself, I'm still growing, but she helps me grow. She helped me see things. She helped me understand how women think, how women feel, what women need. So that right there is a plus. One of the number one things that men have to do is use your two ears and your eyes. Observe more and listen more. And I guarantee you, it'll take you much further.
Yes, darling, I agree 100%. I want to say this before I finish reading a few of these. Guys, it's 47 no, it's 76 people that I'm looking at right here and only 47 likes. I don't know if you probably maybe you're watching it from a TV and you can't like it, but you can go on your phone and go to our page and give us those likes, darling. We got to grow. We got to go to platform. So the likes is important. And it's a few questions that's not on topic. I want you guys to stay on topic because that's why we're doing Real-Ationship Wednesdays. On Wednesdays, it's all going to be about relationship questions. But I'm going to give my husband a few of these because you're putting them in there. But you got to stay on topic. All right, now, Sounds spokesperson said, Big bro, you still haven't hit your Vegas brother up. I need to speak to you, bro. Okay,
Okay, I will hit my Vegas brother up.
all right.
And to my Vegas brother, I apologize for not getting back at you. I've been doing a lot of things, and you'll see them coming to fruition in a second. But I'm wrong. You my brother, and I'm gonna hit you up, and I promise.
Chill Bang said, gotta know if you're genetically compatible before starting a relationship. Now, Chill Brother, Chill Bang, that's how would you know if you're genetically compatible with a person that you just meet? Because you'd have to like take like DNA samples for that. So that's kind of like far fetched, right?
Now, Chill Bang, he might be, cause also, people they say genetics, but they don't necessarily be dealing with genealogy.
Okay.
They would say it's more of like a intellectual
Mm-hmm.
and emotional. Like if a person think like they think
Like how I said, we
and
got the
feel
same
like
blood type.
right.
Okay.
So I think that's where he's coming from.
Coming from. Okay. I
Right.
took it literally.
Right. Right.
Okay, Cornell Brown said self love is missing, especially with social media platforms where people feel like they have to compete with others.
Mm.
The problem is people don't know what true love is. You have to love yourself. Yeah, we said that earlier.
That's
You gotta
right,
love
Cornell Brown.
with older men. Okay, so all right. Simone will send it to me. Thank you so much, Simone. Ooh, I don't know what I would do without you tonight. Some because I'm gonna have to assign when we do this again,
Right.
just to or try to get everybody's questions in. I'm
Right.
definitely gonna have to assign somebody to be in the comment section to be the
Okay.
moderator. I don't know how to do it here, but I know they could do what Simone's doing and sending me the texts. Okay, Michael Connor said, "Tut, this Mitch, we older men and we are wiser. I like this side of you because it helps me as a man too. Tut, I'm still waiting to talk to you, homie. Peace and blessings." That's Mitch. Hey, Mitch.
Yo, what's going on, Mitch? Yo, listen, I'm gonna give you a call this evening.
Spokes for the folks said, after you said that to him, he had said, he love you. Love you, big bro.
Love you too, bro. Thank
Rock
you.
Rock 718 said, I'm going to pull out that chair and open that door, and I'll check anyone that's on that man shit. If I open the door, I look to see if anyone is there. I got you. I guess he's saying he's going to treat his woman like a real gentleman. Should. Okay.
Yeah, and yo, always take it to the table. Somebody got at us.
Okay.
Always take it to the table, You know, us guys, we always have sit downs. We
Mm-hmm.
always have meetings. We always, get with our people and say, yo, listen, man, we got do the same thing with your woman.
Mm-hmm.
Do the same thing with your woman. Thank you, Freeman's Network.
And Freeman said, descendants of former slaves. That's FBA.
Oh.
But Tut looks Native American. Oh, so they thought you was like a part of
Oh,
that.
okay.
Okay. Thank you, Freeman. See, Freeman know how to get his questions through. He shot some bread through. Thank you, Freeman.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, so I guess the guy was want to know what kind of descent, where you from, the origins from, because of the way you look.
Yeah. I do got natives in my family though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chill Bang said more so their traits, the good and the bad. Okay, so that's what he's talking about, like what you said when he said about the genetics, see if they align genetically. He said more so the traits, the good and the bad about a person. Yeah,
Hey, but I'm gonna
okay.
tell you something when it comes to traits.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of times you can meet somebody and they'll be on ice.
Mm-hmm.
They won't let you know who they are until they're sure about who you are. And depending on how you move, that will determine how they're gonna move.
Mm.
So that's why, like when my wife say, "Yo, be honest," one of the best things in a relationship is honesty. And if you could be honest with the people that you are trying to build relationships and bonds with, you could go so much further because your yes is yes and your no is no. And a person have to respect that.
I am D Shields. Thank you for the love, honey. Honey and I said, her man and her said that this feels like our couples therapy sessions. Real, excellent content. That's right, baby.
Big
Thank
up
you
to
so
you and
much.
your husband, honey.
Yes,
Thank
big
you.
up to you and your husband, D Shields. And that's right. If y'all want to book some sessions and get in depth with us, go to coachcococares.com.
D Shields.
Okay, Adam Joe 5 says, live wire talk here. Nothing but knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. 360 degrees. That's right.
That's right.
Thank
360
you.
degrees of love.
Rock 718 said, we came from the hall. Sometime I would hold the door so long that I had to stand for the service. Okay. Okay, Pat Big Bama Elston said, take it to the table. That's my new
Look,
shit, Tut.
there goes
This
Shaquell.
is your brother Shaquell checking in. Love you
Yo,
both.
one
Keep up
love,
the.
Shaquell.
Hey, Shaquell. Love you too,
How you
bro.
feel, bro?
Love you too. IG Rex, salute to the big bro and the queen. Salute,
Salute, Rex.
IG Rex. Big Rex, salute to the big bro and the queen.
One love, Big Rex.
Okay, Big Rex. That's him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I think we caught up.
Yes.
Walik Wood says, salute, assalamu alaikum. I just spoke to Preem. Stay up.
Okay.
General
Walaikum
said,
salam, bro.
Conwell said, if you want to know a person, watch the way they interact with, then it cut off.
He's probably saying watch the way they interact with their mate.
Oh, look. If you want, Samong is on point. Cornell Brown said, if you want to know a person, watch the way they interact with their parents.
Oh, shoot.
Everything starts in the home. That's true.
Wow.
Brooklyn showed us some love. Keep up the good work, bro. Let's do a late lunch this weekend. Peace and love. Thank you for the love, Brooklyn.
Yo, one love, Brooklyn. I wonder if that's my man, Brooklyn.
He must be if he want to do a lunch. So he'll hit you on the private line.
Okay.
Okay. So we got caught up. Thank you so much, guys, for the love. So, babe, I think you're doing a wonderful job.
I think that
you're a natural.
They're doing a wonderful job.
Yes, they are.
Brooklyn Scar.
What up, Scar?
Skizzy, I see you, Scar. I think that we're doing a wonderful job, and I think that our audience is doing an excellent job.
They are doing an excellent job.
Because one of the things I've learned, especially like from when I was behind the walls, when we used to do programs, you know, sometimes a lot of people don't realize that the solution to the problem is often right there inside the problem. And when we had classes and facilitated classes, we would sometimes open up and allow the individuals who were taking the course to give us feedback. And a lot of times the feedback they gave us helped other people so much better than we could. So thank you so much for your feedback and your input.
Somebody said, and that you said that, it reminded me about a comment. They wanted to know what courses did you take? I remember that when you just said that. They said basically
I took a lot of courses.
And they wanted to know what was your favorite book.
Oh, my favorite book? I'm going to be honest. My favorite book is The Art of War. The reason why is because when I was young, I used to read The Art of War. You know, it was a book that I felt was necessary because of the things that I was going through. But in my young years, I've read a lot of things in The Art of War that I missed. Years later, I ended up reading The Art of War. And then I started realizing that he said that the best generals are often generals who are not known. And the reason why they're not known is because they are more better at preventing wars. They're fighting wars. They're good at preventing bloodshed instead of causing bloodshed. And it made me realize that the art of war is truly the art of peace. So now, and it's funny because I use the art of war with a lot of things that I deal with, you know, and I do this SWOT analysis. This is not part of the art of war. This is like something in corporate America, but it's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So when I look at a matter or deal with a situation, I always use those things to deal with it. Yeah, and there's another book by Napoleon Hill, which is one of my favorite books. The name of it is called The Prosperity Bible. It's a big book, and it has a combination of all different writings in it. And I mean, it's one of those books that if you read that book alone, it'll give you so much wisdom. That's unbelievable.
Okay. Asia said, I tend to attract jealous, maybe a little possessive, and very opinionated men. I am friendly, attractive, respectful female with genuine intentions. However, when these type of issues come up and the man wants to passionately express his true feelings or have hypotheticals as if I warrant these type of fictional scenarios and expects me to question mark, question mark, question mark, what am I supposed to do or say? Can I take this one?
Yes, you may.
If you tend to attract jealous men, that's a flag. It's a red flag. Especially if you're already opinionated, it might be a combustive um entanglement that you may want to avoid, because you're not already in this relationship. This is the people you attracted. So you got to find out, why do you attract these type of people all the time? But you also want to avoid that, because it could become oh yes, we got, thank y'all so much for
Thank
the
you so
love.
much for the love you sent.
It could become
I want.
dangerous in these relationships. You want to figure out the
Yes.
person who sent it. All right, hold on. That
That's
was
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Keep
All
up the
right.
good work. No, he already did.
Thank you, bro.
So this is, we said that already. This is, oh,
Oh
Asia.
wow. Thank you,
Oh, and
Asia.
I'm reading your comment now, Asia. Thank you so much, darling. But yeah, I would try to avoid those type of men. Hold on now. You two are a beautiful couple, Mac Mama. You're so beautiful. You have beautiful skin, and Tut, you look 21.
Whoa. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you so much. I seen that out the corner of my eye. I love a compliment. Thank you so much. Yeah, Asia. And it says, what she said, they want to passionately express their true feelings or have hypotheticals. So when you say passionately express, that to me is a red flag. Are you saying they're putting your hands on you, or and it if as if I warrant these type of fictional scenarios and expects me to do what? I expect you to get on out of there, darling, because this sounds like it could get dangerous.
Oh,
Thanks, Miss Shabazz. Peace, love, and
oh, thank you,
happiness. She
Mr.
sent us
Bass.
some love.
I appreciate you.
What you said to her, babe?
I was gonna say that.
Oh no, she said no hands. Okay, so they're not. So just arguing, being argumentative with you.
Always remember something.
Mm-hmm.
Most males are under the impression that when they come in, men look for certain type of woman also.
Okay.
So, like she said, she's attractive,
Mm-hmm.
she's respectful,
Mm-hmm.
and she said something else. She's attractive, respect. But what I'm saying is that depending on the man, some men come in a woman's life, and it's in their mind that they have to be her protector,
Mm-hmm.
even if they gotta protect her from herself. And sometimes when a man meet a woman can give off such a sweet, kind, loving, and vulnerable. Like she can act in a way that a guy say, you
No,
know
but she
what?
said she's opinionated, so that means she's kind of like me.
Oh, okay. Well, but somehow these guys get in her life.
Mm-hmm. And they jealous, and they're like territorial, and I don't think
But is
that.
she
See,
opinionated
you not.
initially?
Yeah, but she's opinionated. But look what I'm saying. The reason why me and you work, because I've been with those type of men.
Right.
The reason why me and you work is because you're not jealous.
Right.
You don't come in trying to boss me around and trying to, you gonna listen to me, and you know what I mean.
Right.
You exude a quiet authority, and that works with my type of alpha female.
Right.
Because you are definitely alpha. However, you're not trying to be overbearing with it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because she's saying that they're coming up with these hypothetical scenarios. And I can imagine what she's trying to say, like always accusatory and always thinks she's up to no good. See, that for alpha female is a headache.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? See, you don't do none of that. If you don't like something, I'm going to know you don't like it, and I'm not going to do it no more, because that's how alpha you is, without you even saying nothing. You know what I'm saying? But you've never done that, not even from prison. You've never been on my back and made me feel like you was just harassing me about some fictional stuff that never even occurred because you're jealous.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know if I'm explaining it right,
Yeah.
but that's what jealous men do. They come up with all these scenarios that never even happened, but they put this on you. And another thing, they put stuff on you because they doing stuff. You get what I'm saying? So I think that's where she's coming from. But let me say this.
Look, men gotta stop confusing nice with.
Yeah, they're gonna send us.
All right.
Simone will send it. Thank you, Simone. Rizzo Rex said, "Bro, just wanted to say thank you for the kind gesture back in the day. When I was a kid, you beat the brakes off two guys when my sister was raped. Unfortunately, it was her boyfriend and her cousin." Wow. He said, LOL. There ain't no LOL, but
Hey,
that's
bro,
deep.
listen.
He's thanking you.
My pleasure. My pleasure, brother. And I hope sister's all right, man.
Yeah, okay. So this was the other question when I was saying they asked about your favorite book and why. Oh, you already answered that. But you know what? That's what I said in one another show that we did, and that's when I said to somebody that was making a comment about you. I said, "Why you are so well respected and beloved in Brooklyn is because you did wreck your community, but guess what? You saved and you protected a lot of people in your community as well.
I loved my community.
You
I
loved
just
your
didn't know how to
community."
love it properly
Mm-hmm.
because I was groomed
Mm-hmm.
by people who did the things that I did.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes you're under the impression that taking it to another level
Mm-hmm.
is a form of respect
Mm.
or something that you're supposed to do in honor of those before you, not realizing that it wasn't the right thing to do.
But also, I also look at it as like, you always like rob Peter to pay Paul. You were not taking from the weak and the meek and the victim. You know, the victims. You were taking from guys that were in the streets like you, other gangsters. So I think that when people say, that your history was a robber, they have to understand who you robbed. You know what I'm saying? And the majority of guys that were already in the street. You know what I mean? So when he says things like that, and when the other lady, I remember one time she was like, "Thank you for making sure that nothing happened to me at the train station, on the double L train." I remember these things are popping in my head. It was because you have that gentle, protecting nature, and you always look out for women. I love that, women and children about you. So I just wanted to say that.
Thank you. Oh, I was going to say this too with the young lady Asia.
Uh huh.
Men,
Mm-hmm.
especially as guys that do time,
Mm-hmm.
because when you're incarcerated, you're around a whole bunch of other guys who are incarcerated. And we all go through different things. And the things that most of the guys go through have something to do with women in their lives. So without directly, we inadvertently experience so many things because of the people that we communicate with. So a lot of times guys would come home and be judgmental, uh, give you all these different scenarios on what might have happened, what could have happened, and what would have happened. That ain't never happened. But because they seen so many things happen or heard of so many things happening, a lot of times they always target the person that's in their life with that madness.
Mm.
And it's a terrible thing, especially if a woman is dating guys who were in the street
Mm-hmm.
and had did time and things of that nature. Because we always like trying to protect our own interests,
Mm.
you know, and put brakes on certain issues and matters. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hurt people, hurt people. There was another one. I hope he sends it. I think the woman was saying that she is also an alpha female, and it's a journey with her and her husband because he did time as well.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I'll get it so I
Us
can read
guys
it
that do
properly.
time, we're traumatized.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why when I was doing my time, I was working on me.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'm going to work with other people and I'm going to serve others, but I'm going to work on me. Because when you in the streets, you egotistical, you're narcissistic,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody can tell you anything because you stubborn and you hard-headed.
Mm-hmm.
So you think that you know everything, but after experiencing something that wake you up, it give you time to sit down and say, yo, let me be a human being for 5 minutes.
Mm.
And then you say, maybe I need 10 minutes. Then you say, maybe I need 5 years of this. And before you know it, you're like, yo, let me do this for a lifetime.
Mm.
So I've been humbled and I'm grateful. That's why I'm with the queen right now. Because if I wasn't, believe me, I wouldn't be with the queen.
You're deserving, darling.
Thank you, beautiful.
Listen, your brother from Vegas said that Tut always led by example on the inside.
Yes, I tried my best. I really, really did. I tried my best to reinvent myself because when you in them streets, you believe.
Mm-hmm.
That's the whole thing. You are anything you believe you are. If you believe you're a failure, you're a failure.
Mm-hmm.
If you believe you're a success, you're a success. It's gonna come to fruition, whatever it is that you believe. So I believe that I'm a man. I believe that I'm a king. I believe that God loved me. I believe that my wife is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. You know, and I believe that I'm here to help others. Once upon a time, I was on a mission to hurt and harm because I was hurting. I'm not hurting no more. And every day of my life, I work on me. And everybody I have around me are working on them, which helps me. And that's what you gotta do.
Okay, I got a whole bunch right
Oh,
now.
shucks.
Thank you, Simone. Okay, so Jackie, first let me shout out Jackie and
Okay.
Rudy. Yes, Jackie, I saw your text, darling. Thank y'all so much for supporting all the time. All right, now, let's see. So my spokes for the folks said, I knew you was going to say the art of war. All right. Cornell Brown said, I hope you guys start a panel so we can join and have more in-depth conversations
Wow, that'd be
like
beautiful.
this. Now, you'd have to explain how we can start a panel because y'all know I'm still a little green on you too. So explain that. Rizzo Rex said, I definitely appreciate it and just wanted to shed light on the great characteristics he has.
Thank you,
Okay.
bro.
Rock 718 said, me too, I move by myself. No one will ever get hurt over me. You already know. Okay. Spokes for the folks said, Mac Mama busting them with the heart-shaped card he is. Thank you for noticing. I do have a few. I am D Shield said, true, and we as women often attract the type of personalities we keep our mind on also, Coach Coco.
Mm.
That's right. That's right. Asia said he is opinionated. I am not. Oh, okay, Asia. I thought you said. Oh, okay, I thought you were saying you were opinionated, but she said she's not opinionated. Okay.
Okay.
Spokes for the folks said men gotta stop confusing nice with weak. Just
Wow.
because a woman is nice and submissive doesn't mean she's weak. That's right. That's a
That's right,
fact.
bro.
Blessy said, very true. We attract our own energy. We have positivity will attract positivity. Right.
True.
That's right. Very true. Okay, that's y'all look good together. Track master. Oh, thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
What's good, my brother? Track master Apple said, what's good, my brother? This is Boogie. That was in Queens for Unique.
Oh,
Happy to
okay.
see you home.
Yo, one love, bug.
Okay, Big
Thank
Rex.
you.
A real man know his worth. A real woman know her worth. Together your worth comes strong. Together weak men love. Agreement. Okay.
Wow.
It's coming fast now. Rock 718 said, many men will let them get wild, but just know that it's me and you need me to let me know when you don't go. Okay, Rock, I don't know what's going on here, baby. Maybe it's got confused.
He said, I'll be back. I only hurt someone that
Tried
tried
to
to
hurt
hurt me.
me.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Trayvon said, you have a phenomenal woman, brother. I can see that she genuinely loves you and take good care of her. Thank
Thank you,
you.
bro.
Okay. Fortune, when the East is in the house, oh my God. Asia said, there is a right way to do the wrong thing. Okay.
Mm.
Jackie Kelly, I shouted you out, you and Rudy. Queen Gwen said, it's a journey. That was what I was seeing.
Okay.
Me and my husband are both alphas as well, 14 years apart.
Woo.
He's done time in state and fed as well. We have two sons together, 23 and 21. It's definitely a journey.
Definitely.
I knew you were going to say Audible. Okay, now let me go to the other one because he's sending them from over here as well. Okay, Adam Joe 5 said, Tut is the man that made me aware of my surroundings back in 1983. And I thank you for that, big bro.
You're welcome, madam.
Big Rex said, everybody, big bro, did dirty for a reason. Like he said, he was raised that way, but he took it to a different level to make top 5 in Brooklyn. Okay. Spokesman of folks said, Tut always lead us by example. I had said that earlier. Okay, I seen that. All right.
Man, I'm really appreciating the love they're giving us.
Yes.
It's just beautiful having this type of family. Rolling.
Oh, Mitch said, Tut, I have a good question for you from the heart. Why did you finally change?
Listen, it came a point in my life when I realized I was too good for prison.
Hmm.
I was too good for bars, a cage, handcuffs, barbed wire, guns ready to gun me down, a bunch of angry people, that I put together to kill and destroy one another. I said to myself, I said, you know what? I'm bigger than this and I'm better than this. And I'm going to wake up in this mess, right in the midst of all this chaos. And I'm going to pray to God to help me get out of it. And when I get out of it, I'm going to be the man that I was born to be instead of the fool that I enjoyed being when I was ignorant. So, yo,
That's beautiful.
I became a man. It was time for me to be a man.
That's right.
Because a man do manly things. I'm no longer that boy. I was actually wasting my life and throwing my life at death on a daily basis. And when I realized how valuable and important life really truly is, I said, I'm not wasting it anymore. I'm going to utilize it wisely. And I'm going to be something better than what I was. And you know, the crazy thing about it, just like us guys, Mitch, when we were growing up, there was old timers that we looked up to that even had no idea we looked up to them. And we grew up being like them. And we built our theories and philosophies on them. There were people that grew up just like that with us, looking up to us, watching and observing us, and thinking that we had the answer. When in reality, we was a bunch of young, mixed up kids, man, just throwing our lives away. Hopefully, I could prevent somebody from throwing their life away.
Yes. Polka said, I love this for you, even though I've never seen this side of you. Pat, Big Bama.
Oh, what's up, Polka?
Big Bama Elster. Oh, he on point. Pat said, 90 people watching, only 62 likes. Smash up the likes. That's right, guys. Smash up them likes. Angel Dickinson's great content and dialogue.
Thank you.
Jason Lyons said, you was always a solid brother.
Thank you, bro. Thank you,
Rackmaster
Jason.
Apple said, one thing I could say about that, he was one of the most humblest dudes I ever met. I never heard him use profanity. Trackmaster Apple said, one thing oh God, that's a repeat.
Yeah, I try my best not to use profanity.
Okay.
Malcolm X said that the mind that uses profanity is like a mind that hasn't developed. So I try my best to think before I speak. But every now and then, I'm not going to lie, one of them words will come up out of my mouth. But it's usually when I feel that it's necessary. So, but thank you, bro, for recognizing that.
And Big Rex said, the Lord heard you and told the judge, let him go. He's special. Angel Dickinson said, second chances in real life, everyone has a story to tell.
That's right.
And I'm going to cut it at that because this was beautiful and it's a great way to end the segment. Samong, thank you, brother, so much. Because you made this show possible, because this was really, it got crazy and I didn't think about how we would have to read all the comments. Thank you so much, Samong.
God sent.
Samong is going to also, he's a musician. Put your stuff in. Samong, send me your stuff so I can promote you. I'm going to promote you on the show. But he's working on some music for us so I can do an intro. We're going to have an intro. I wrote a rap for our show.
All right.
And Samong is working on some original music for us. Samong. Also, guys, great segment. This was our first one, Real-Ationship Wednesdays. So thank you so much. D Shields, thank you, sis. I'm going to look, she sent me how to do the panels on YouTube. So I'll look into that to figure out how to do the panels so we can have it a little bit more interactive. Amy said, life changes, people change. Yes.
That's right.
Thank you, Tut, for those words and guidance. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
No problem. Bless
Thank
you,
you, everybody.
Thank you
for your participation.
For your participation.
And for love.
Share it. Please, guys, share the live. get these likes up, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed, and make sure y'all share the live. And check back in on Monday because we will be doing Make It Make Sense Mondays. I hope y'all watch that segment. Make It Make Sense Mondays and Wednesdays. So those are two segments that we are definitely going to incorporate because we're trying to do different things. If y'all have ideas for the show, give it to us. Because it's more than about the interviews now. That portion is, coming to an end. We got to do some other exciting things to keep the platform popping. And make sure if you want to
Salute.
book the coach, Coco, and the King for some private sessions, go to coachcococares.com. And we're going to get with y'all. Mwah. Peace and love.
Peace and love. Thank you, everybody.
Take us out of there, baby. Thank you again, Simone. And